Hey guys, to finish the week on Fridays, I like to go through the progress made and share 3 wins for the week and 3 wins for next week. It's how we start all our team calls. We go around, we say 1 win, 1 personal, 1 professional win. It starts the call off, I guess, in a good attitude. It puts it in a positive frame of mind. And it's also good to track progress. There's a great Dan Sullivan book about that. It's about gains. I forgot the name of it, but anyway, good Dan Sullivan book about focusing on your progress made and not the gap in the gain. Great book. But anyway, for last week, ending, I guess, yesterday through Thursday, the 3 wins for the week, all business related here on this channel. I could sprinkle in some personal stories, but 3 wins for the week. We defined our critical number for 2023 at Apricot Law at the agency. It's the one number that the entire team decided is what we should focus on as a company that will have the greatest impact on the rest of the company. And if we hit that number, then everything else will improve and kind of fall into place. So we defined that critical number. The process of doing that took probably about 2 months. We worked on it each week. We collected data. We looked at our financials. We talked about those financials. And then we all gave our input. And the one thing or the one issue that we all decided we had to tackle was the one that got the most votes. It got mentioned the most in those activities. So we defined our critical number. That's 1 win. Another win is people started to send me their individual drivers. Drivers are actions or lead measures, and results, on the other hand, are lag measures or effects, where drivers are causes, the activities, things that we can control. So each person, after defining the critical number, was then tasked with thinking about how they can personally impact the critical number next year. What things can they do or focus on? What 1 or 2 things will they focus on, will each of us focus on next year to impact that critical number? And that leads me to the third win of the week is I started publishing new videos on YouTube. And that is my personal driver, 1 of 2. The other one is SEO related. So, the measurable for the SEO related one will be that we retain our clients. We get better results. We retain our clients better, and we drop attrition down. So again, drivers create line of sight. We're now, every single person on the team are looking at one goal and working towards impacting that number day in, day out, week in, week out for the entire year of 2023. And I assume you see how powerful that can be if everyone is pointed in the right direction, in the same direction. We're all aligned. We all collectively came up with this critical number and these drivers. So there's also buy-in and engagement like you don't usually get from a top-down management structure. It's super exciting. So those are my 3 wins for the week. Critical number, drivers, and videos. And for next week, I want to make progress on our annual plan for 2023. We have to get it close to finalized. The other one is publish 5 videos, including this one. And lastly, I want to finalize the drivers for each person and how each person can impact the critical number. So those are my 3 wins. Those will be my 3 wins for next week. And just a couple of quick notes, things that have kind of been on my mind that I want to share. Just a really powerful thing that I've been involved with lately is being in different little mastermind groups, 3 or 4 people. We meet once a week, each group. The one group in particular is within my industry, and the other one that I'm a part of is the people have businesses. They're business owners and entrepreneurs, but they're outside of marketing, and they're not online. So the one with the marketing agency owners has been super powerful because we keep each other accountable, and not in a way where we kind of check in with people if they're doing what they said they'd be doing, but it's just people influence you. There's that famous saying that if you take the 5 people that you spend your most time with, you can predict your income by just averaging the income of those 5 people. You can predict your income to, pretty remarkable, with pretty remarkable precision. So just the fact that they're influencing me, I want to, there's a little bit of competition. We all have agencies around the same size, some slightly bigger, some less, but within the same range of revenue. And we're teaching each other how we run our companies. We run problems by each other. We help each other out when needed. So it's been a super helpful support group and mastermind group that has pushed me in a positive direction little by little each week. So I highly recommend you get around great people. Who are you hanging around? Who are you spending time with? Just the power of influence and association is powerful. The other thing I wanted to talk about was I was on a coaching call for a certification to get certified for GGOB coaching. We're almost done. We finished the main part of it now. It's kind of, I have to shadow a master coach. But we were on a call last week, and the question I had was, a few people that I know are asking me for advice on how to run their companies in a transparent way using open book management and the Great Game. And I have trouble helping them because they're asking me for things like somewhere in the middle of the 10 steps of implementation. So it's hard for me to say, all right, you should put in a bonus plan, or you should have your people help you come up with a critical number, when they didn't do the first couple of steps and open the books, teach the financials, and their people are really in the dark. So for them to go then and to go to their people and ask them, what should we focus on next year, when they're in the dark about the finances and how the business work, it's just not really fair, and you're not going to get great results. So the question I had was around that, like why, or how do you kind of coach people that are doing it kind of piecemeal? And the answer was, not what I wanted to hear, but I guess what I had to hear was that, the only people that fail with the Great Game of Business or rolling out open book management are people that don't implement all 10 steps. So they do it piecemeal. They try to take, what they want and not other things. So super important to follow all 10 steps. They said the only people that fail with it are people that don't. So that's telling. And I guess that's how critical it is to follow all 10 steps in order, or somewhat in order, because they build on one another. The 10 steps, I won't go through them all here, but you could find them online. 10 Steps to Great Game of Business. We'll do another video on it probably. But super important to do all 10 steps. Otherwise, you risk it not going as well as you'd like. All right, so that was my wins for the week. Kind of a recap, and looking forward to next week. And the motto of Great Game of Business is people support what they help create. And this has been Nick Kringus. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.